company financial statements, and in this module we will discuss the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Yes, this is in fact the same income statement, but here in the case of company style of organization, we have to work out profit or loss and other comprehensive income. So this is something new that we did not discuss for sole proprietorship or for partnership. So your attentions are required. Okay. Well, when we say components of statement of profit loss, it includes the income, okay, and expenses basically. So these incomes are the sales revenue income, which is in fact the basically operating income, okay, for which the organization was commenced. And these include other income as well, which are the non-operating incomes, okay, the other incomes for which the organization was not started. These are coming from other sources. Well, the expenses are further classified into the cost of goods sold or production related expenses, administrative related expenses, selling and distribution expenses, financial expenses, and tax expenses, okay, the income tax expenses. So this is the bifurcation of income and expenses that we have to take care in our statement of profit or loss. Then comes statement of other comprehensive income. When we say statement of other comprehensive income, it means that we are comprehending other incomes as well, which are not in fact the incomes shown in the statement of profit or loss. These are unrealized gains or losses. Okay. So unrealized gains or losses means for which we did not enter into any operational activity. All right. And mostly these are the gains or losses which are occurring because of holding some assets with us. Okay. And then remeasuring those assets or liabilities. All right. So we will see that these in fact include two types of unrealized gains or losses. One are those items which will not be reclassified to statement of profit or loss. At a point of time, we do reclassify some of the items in the statement of profit or loss. So this is the bifurcation criteria of the items that we present in the statement of profit, statement of other comprehensive income. All right. So we'll see what are these and how to work out all these statement of other comprehensive income items. Mainly, just keep this thing in your mind that statement of other comprehensive income caters to the unrealized gains or losses. Well, so let's see the format of statement of profit or loss. In this format, we see that sales revenue is the main income that is coming from IFRS 15. It will be taken there. Then comes cost of goods sold. We have to subtract this. Then gross profit. We are already familiar with this part. All right. Then comes operating expenses. These are the accounting standards which in fact deal with these operating expenses thing. That covers administrative expense and selling and marketing expense. Okay. So these operating expenses are subtracted from gross profit. We get profit from operation. By the way, we are familiar with this part. Then comes financial expenses. So financial expenses or the other income. We have to add other income in this. This other income comes from these standards. Okay. This other income is added in the profit from operations. And then we subtract financial expenses. We get profit before tax figure, in which we subtract income tax expense. And finally, we get profit after tax figure. Okay. So this profit after tax is taken to the statement of other comprehensive income. All right. So it starts from the profit after tax. As we discussed earlier that this OCI is divided into two. or the items which we have to present in OCI are divided into two or classified into two. Those items that will not be reclassified to income statement or profit loss, and those items that may be reclassified subsequently to the income statement. All right. When we say which will be or may be reclassified, it means that when we are selling this foreign operation or foreign entity, we have a branch or we have a segment in or a subsidiary in the country in which, like, that's a foreign country, okay, in abroad. Okay, so whenever we will do its translation into the currency in which we are reporting, there will be a foreign exchange gain or loss. So that foreign exchange gain or loss is the gain or loss which is unrealized, for which we did not enter into any operational activity. So that is shown in OCI. But when this foreign entity will be disposed of, all of this gain or loss will be reclassified into profit or loss account. Okay, then it is considered as realized. Okay, in the same way, cash flow hedges, although it is not the topic of our syllabus, so cash flow hedges give the effective part of those cash flow hedges is presented over here in the OCI, and when we get rid of those hedging item or hedge instruments, so we reclassify it to the profit loss. By the way, you would be familiar with gain on revaluation of property, plant and equipment, or surplus on revaluation of fixed assets. So this is also unrealized profit because we did not do any operational activity to earn this gain. So this gain is just being earned by holding that asset for a number of years, and now it is giving us a gain because of revaluating this asset at its fair value. So this gain is taken over here. Once the gain is taken in OCI, it is never reclassified to profit or loss. In the same way, remeasurement of investment in equity and actuarial gain on or loss on defined benefit plan. So all these are never reclassified in the profit or loss, despite we are disposing it of or whatsoever. These will not be reclassified to profit loss as a realized item. Okay, so what we get is the total comprehensive income. All right, well, the important tips to remember in this module are that realized gains or losses are presented in statement of profit or loss, whereas unrealized gains or losses are presented in the statement of other comprehensive income. So bifurcate this into realized and unrealized. What are the realized? For which we have undertaken some operational activities like buying, selling, okay, or in order to make sales we have to pay salaries, okay, or we have to maintain our bank account, and when we are maintaining a bank account there is a profit on that bank balance. Okay, all these are operational activities. Okay, so these operational activities give us realized gains or losses, and the activities which are not giving us realized gains or losses are that we are just holding an asset with us and we are measuring that asset at a fair value. Such fair value is giving a gain. Okay, that gain is not a realized gain, that is an unrealized gain. So that will not be presented in the statement of profit loss, rather that unrealized gain will be presented in the statement of other comprehensive income. This is the difference. Okay, thank you.